This is my director's commentary. I'm just going to show you the first 40 seconds of my trailer, and then we'll go back to it and I'll tell you about my different features within it. Okay, so that's the first 40 seconds of my trailer. I'm just going to take it back from the beginning. So first shown is the splash screen, which is conventionally in all trailers. It shows audiences what audience is appropriate to watch the trailer, which is important for target audience. This lasts about 5 seconds, enough time just to make an appearance so it's not on the screen for too long. So next coming up is my logo. It's just designed to promote the company and really has a sinister vibe. I used a skull because it represents death, which I thought was really appropriate for a horror genre. My typography also, the skull is in red, which connotates blood and death, which is also really appropriate for a horror trailer. And I've made a reflection underneath the text, which also kind of looks like it's rippling in water, and that the red is splattered onto some letters, which looks like blood, so blood splatters, which I thought emphasised the fact that this really is a horror company. So I thought that was really appropriate for my horror trailer. So this is kind of when the music starts. This is when the Warner Brothers titles come on. It's very atmospheric sound, very tense, but also quite scary, but also calm. I chose the Warner Brothers. It shows in my research that it was the most appropriate distributor for my trailer. I chose this specific title introduction because of the dark colours and the creepy clouds. It's very dark colours, and I thought this was really appropriate because most of my trailer is filmed in the dark. I think the music goes really well with the image. It creates a creepy sort of atmosphere, so I thought that was really appropriate. I place a title page here because I thought that it just explains the next few clips that will be shown. So it's just emphasising the fact that it is a house, so every house is a dark secret. You can just kind of already tell from that the house is possibly haunted and the house is the one that's creating the horror. So what I have here is a close-up of a key opening the door. It's just emphasising the fact that she is entering the house. Also, it's just to show that possibly this house is haunted, possibly this house is the reason why this is a horror trailer. It's just emphasising the fact that it is a house. So this is just a high angle shot of the girl walking in. It makes her seem very vulnerable and weak. She's entering a new surrounding environment. She's clearly moving into a new house. She's carrying boxes and the carpet's all ripped up. So it's really just to emphasise the fact that it's a new house. She's new to the house. This is completely new for her. And this is conventionally where a haunting begins in new houses, when people move in. So I use this side shot of the girl. She's placing boxes down. There's more boxes on the left. The carpet's still ripped up on the stairs. It's just really emphasising the fact that she's moved in. I wanted to really emphasise this fact because it's such an important factor of my trailer, because showing that it's a new house is crucial, because I wanted to wanted the audience to know that it was a new house, because then they can just guess from there that it's going to be haunted. So the drop of the music becomes very sinister and creepy. So the unbalance and the equilibrium is shown here. It just creates a really deep and chilling kind of sound. So this automatically suggests to the audience that this is when the horror starts, because no lights mean darkness, which plays on a lot of people's fears. So we're just going to watch the next 10 seconds of the clip of my trailer. Okay, so we're just going to go back here. Okay, so the next scene shown here is a match being lit. So this is kind of like a fake jump scare. The flashing bright light of the match kind of unsettles the audience, makes them jump into the next scene. So this works really well as a jump scare. It's also really unexpected as well. It's bright as well, uncomfortable for the eyes. Also, she's in dark lighting, which also emphasises the fact that there is no lighting and the lights don't work, so she needs to make do with candles, which also, she's still in the darkness. Candles don't give up much light, so just emphasising the fact that she's in darkness. So here we have a pan of the victim. She kind of looks like someone is watching her. It kind of looks like a POV shot. She has a back turned, so she can't see anything. She can't see from behind her, so anyone could walk in. This creates a very good scary kind of atmosphere. So we have kind of quick cuts to close up of the hand trying to open the door. It's very scary sound and setting. I use the sound of a Hoover because it's a loud and quite annoying sound to listen to. I thought it was really appropriate because the sound is almost horrible to hear, so it's really scary, and it's kind of like a crackling sound. So we're just going to watch the next 10 seconds of the trailer now. Okay, so that was kind of like a heartbeat sort of scene. So throughout that whole 10 seconds, a heartbeat is being played. So what this creates is a slow moving pace, making the tension build, and a lot of fade transitions to go with this make it perfect for a jump scare. So the pace is kind of slow, but it's also rising in tension because it's just perfect for a jump scare. So what we have here in this clip So she's slowly moving the door open, building on the tension. Also, the clip is also not in focus, but as the door opens, it becomes more focused. So it's kind of a mystery to the audience. It's kind of revealing something very slowly, and you almost want to cover your eyes because you don't know what's going to be behind that door. So the room is obviously dark. It's got very limited lighting. It's empty. It's very creepy. So also that makes you think that something scary is going to be behind that door. Okay, so now we're just going to watch the next 10 seconds of the trailer. Okay, so we're just going to go back on that. So within these clips, we have a load of subliminal cuts put together. They're different clips, they build tension. In this clip here, the music is very in sync with the image. So when we have a hand smacking against the door, sliding down, the music becomes very upbeat and very atmospheric, and it makes the audience jump. It's not a very nice sound to listen to. So on the next scene, we have her running. So she's scared and she's frightened. It's just emphasising the fact that she's the victim and she's turning her head constantly. So she looks like she's being chased by something or someone. So just emphasising the fact that, you know, she's not alone in this dark house. So here we have the long shot of the ghost standing in front of the star. This links to the trailer name because it's obviously the Pentacle. It also is a similar image to my banner, so it just shows consistency throughout my work. I've allowed all my projects just to relate to each other, and also this is really effective because I drew this sign in fake blood, so it just emphasises the fact that this is a very evil and very creepy sort of trailer. So this part with just following foots up the stairs is building a lot of tension. The music is getting quieter, it's getting more creepier, it's getting more bassy. The stairs filled with candles, making it even more sinister. So the audience is automatically preparing themselves for a scare. So now we're just going to watch the rest of the trailer. Okay, so we have that very scary jump scare right here. So I made it so that the music appears in sync with the video, so that it makes it more scary. They link together. It really just shows it's realistic and you can be scared at the same time as the music emphasises the horror within the video. So next we have the name of the trailer. This just appears showing the audience the name. It happens at after the scariest scene in my trailer, so I wanted this to just show and emphasise the horror within the trailer, throughout the whole trailer. This is just my credits, it's just to add more, to make it more realistic. Most trailers use credits at the end, so it's just emphasising the fact that this is a very realistic trailer. That was my scary scene at the end. It doesn't appear in most trailers but I thought it was really effective because the audience kind of almost think that the trailer's over. However, then the scary clip is shown and it's not over, and it just keeps you on edge and you're just scared completely. And then all of a sudden it's just the finish and the red title appears, revealing the date of the release. So, and the music kind of just mellows out, so it's just a very creepy ending, and you don't know if something else is going to be displayed at the end either, so it just keeps the audience hooked.